Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs Podcast. Tonight we have a bonus episode. Bonus episode. This is part two of a three-part series previewing the Minnesota State Amateur Baseball Tournament games.
Four-part, really, if you get in the championship game. But yeah.
Yes, Barney Tadson Field, home of the Brownton Bruins, are hosting. Our job is to promote the Brownton location for these 3 weekends, so we'll do just that. Here's the games for weekend number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Andy, here's what we've got. State Amateur Baseball, they're all Class C games. Last weekend there was a couple A's, there was a couple B's in the mix. Brownton gets all Class C games, and they're all round 2. There's no buys, there's no double elimination. Everyone here is playing for their lives. So let's go through the weekend schedule. Friday, August 22nd, 7:30 p.m., Farming Flames against the Cologne Hollanders. Now, the records I pulled off of the state website.
Yep.
They may or may not be correct, but this is just to see where they're at, because teams do have ties on the official website.
Which would be the C play to B game or something like that.
You play up, you play down, out of class, you don't finish it. You don't go to extra innings, you just call it tie. So we do see some of those. So for the newer listeners out there, they will have some ties. Farming Flames 12-9-1 taking on the Cologne Hollanders 15-10. Now we know Farming travels really good with their fan base. They like to have a good time. We'll just leave it at that. Cologne, close by, they travel really well. Having this
Region
as
7 team,
yeah, this is it's going to be packed. It's going to be packed,
and it's a Friday night, so let's just throw gas on the fire.
Let's just put gas in the fire. Be sure not to miss this one, because this should be a great game, and I'm talking about evenly matched teams.
This should be a fun one to watch.
Both teams basically double digits in losses. This should be good. Now Saturday, first game of the day, 11 a.m., the Painesville Pirates, 11-10. Here's one of those teams again, around 500 in the state tournament, taking on the number 2 ranked Glencoe Brewers, number 2 in the state for Class C with a 16-5 record. Now, a couple of questions here, Andy. Glencoe is one of the host teams. They're playing now on the road. That's fair enough. It's still close. But number 2 ranked team against Painesville. You would think that Glencoe would be an easy win here, but what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, you never say never. I mean, love our Brownton Bruins, but they were home team last week hosting and they lost. The cliche meters out. This is why you play the games. We saw not really upsets in the first round, but just like, surprised by that win throughout the tournament. Again, I don't want to really say upset, but just some surprise wins. Painesville made the tournament for a reason. They got hot at the right time. Everybody did. Glencoe, though, is kind of they're a machine. They're just going to go. I think Glencoe will win the game, but it's not going to be 15-0 done in 7 innings. It's not going to be that. No, they'll play 9 innings.
And once again, the 3 draft picks.
That's what I'm saying.
You never know what's going to happen. But that should be a good one. And then the 1:30 game, and these are just estimate times. This will still be 30, 40 minutes after the first game concludes. But Hanska Lakers, 15-8-1. They did some damage that first weekend at the Brownton site. We watched them going up against the Piers Brewers, 15-8. Now,
after watching Hanska last week, it's like, again,
this could be good. Piers is one of those towns that have 2 teams. Now, if you look down toward the 11 o'clock game on Sunday, the Piers Lakers. So for those who get confused with 2 teams, the Piers Lakers is ranked 5th in the state, but this Piers Brewers team could still be tough. That could be a great game there at the 1:30 Saturday slot. And once again, these are all elimination games. There is no consolation. Everyone's playing for their lives. You get 3 draft picks on each one of these teams. This is going to be fantastic. Now, 4 o'clock, Roseau Royals, the team farthest north
Yep.
of all the state teams, 10-5 record, goes up against the Opal Bears, 15-5.
Yeah, the Bears were good. I remember watching them last week. I like them. I don't like them. But I think they're going to go pretty far in the tournament.
Yeah, that should be a good matchup. Now the late game, 6:30. Check this out. 6:30 game. Lesueur Braves. We did watch them.
Yep.
They're 14-6, ranked 7th in the state. But they're in such a tough division and conference and league, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It does not look like an impressive record. They did have a couple of losses mid-season, 2 or 3 in a row, but they are the 7th ranked team and they have 3 draft picks. And now you're going up against the Leavenworth Orioles, 13-4-1, a team out of the Tomahawk East. Who do you like here?
Well, and this is where you got to look at records and look at who you play and everything else. 14-6 and 13-4-1 look pretty similar records. One's 7th and one doesn't even get a sniff. So you got to take the records for what they are for who they play. Not saying there's better players in certain regions, just strength of schedule we'll go with.
I would say that would be a good game. Leavenworth does not have an easy schedule either. I mean,
right. But everybody assumes that
those 13 wins are going to be tough. Now check out the Sunday schedule. Here's our outlier. Now check this out. The 11 a.m. game, Piers Lakers, 14-1. Yes, I said that right. 14-1. Going up against the Cortland Cubs, 21-1. Cortland's ranked number 1 in Class C in the entire state of Minnesota, have been all year. Yep. Piers Lakers are 5. Now you get a top 5 matchup on 11 o'clock. People just coming out of church, Andy, coming to this ball game. This is the game I cannot wait to see. 5 against the number 1. 21-1, Piers Lakers 14-1. This should be a doozy. And keep in mind that these teams are already good. Now you throw in 3 additional draft picks for pitchers. And now you got an over-the-top game. That should be fantastic. I would say get there early for this one. The next game, there's only 3 on Sundays. There's a middle game, 1:30. Regal Eagles, 19-11 against the Waterville Indians, 21-5-1. Waterville's the 4th ranked team in the state of Minnesota for Class C, Waterville. Tough division in the 1360, tough conference, tough playoffs. These guys are no slouch. And Regal, with 19 wins, obviously have reached the state tourney. That should also be a good one, which leaves us the 4 o'clock game. And once again, depending on how the first games go, this could be pushed way out. It could be right at 4. The first pitch will be no sooner than 4 p.m. This is the final game of the day, Andy. Howard Lake, 12-8-1 against Windham Pirates. Now, Windham's ranked 3rd in the state of Minnesota for Class C.
Yep.
So, Andy, we've got the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 7th ranked team in Class C all playing in Brownton this coming weekend.
Yep. There should be good games. Like I said, before I lost connection there for a little bit, I'm sorry. The Lakers and the Cubs game will be a very good game. Not take away from the others, the Eagles and the Indians, that'll be a good game too. But that last one, Howard Lake, that meant keep an eye on them too. They're not a pushover either.
These guys are tough. They played a very good game here for the Orphans, and now they're going up against Windham Pirates. Windham's 24-1 and ranked 3rd. Now, Andy, I have not heard a lot about this Windham team all year.
Under the radar.
Cortland was the fancy, the big name. All season long, these guys were tough. But I have not heard much from the Windham Pirates. Now, they have a couple good pitchers there. Last name Lavelle, Colin, big name over the years. But they're 24-1, and you get 3 draft picks. Howard Lake Orphans, 12-8-1, and they pick up 3 draft picks, including Dassel Cocato. Jordan Fleck is on that squad.
Yep.
And so he may even get the start or may use him in relief along with the other guys as well. I'm not going to sure how they're going to use those guys.
And Howard Lake's the one who upset the host team Brownton last week. So
yeah, on
that's
the
what
Friday,
I'm saying. Don't count them out.
on the Friday night game,
Yep.
Brownton playing at home in the state, and Howard Lake took them out. So the Orphans are a team to watch here. But I would say this entire slate for round 2, tremendous games.
And I was just looking at the rest of the Brownton schedule for the rest of the season here, or season playoffs, and it's kind of weird here. Cologne, of all the teams, is the only one, just the way it fell, will play, if the good Lord willing to make the championship, plays every game in Brownton. So that's got to be kind of a little advantage in a way for them.
Interesting.
If you're familiar with the field, then you kind of know the fields anyway if you're in 7B or 7C, the 3 teams, there's 3 locations around, but kind of getting that location, kind of making that your home field for the playoffs. So that's got to be something good for them to keep in their back pocket.
Yeah, consistency is a big thing, and getting their games at the same location, you get into a routine. But this should be good games. These should all be great games here this weekend in the Minnesota State Tournament. The other games, if you check them out, are in Gaylord, Glencoe, and Hutchinson. But this preview show is just the Brownton ones only.
That's what we got.
Hope to see you out there. We'll be there during the weekend. Stop up, say hi if you see us. See you next week.
Bye.